Welcome to Season 1 of Gaming with Scott presents Stargate SG10, a Southgate Media production. Join us each week as our Stargate SG team follows a path of adventure and attempts to save the world and each other from the dangers of the universe. Starring Joshua Jackson, Kat Moran, Scott Troiano, and Cindy Bergen, with Scott Somerville running the table as Game Master. Epic adventures await just beyond this music. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gaming with Scott. I am here with Josh.
What's up?
Cindy.
Hello.
Kat.
Hiya.
And our storyteller, Scott.
And the kid gloves are almost off.
We're all dead.
Not yet. Not yet. It can be arranged.
He did say almost.
He did.
Yeah, I did say almost.
There's almost dead and there's completely dead. We're almost.
We're not dead yet.
Iron Glove, Velvet Fist.
We're not dead yet.
We got better.
I'm getting better.
So, as we rejoin our team, they have made it to the point where they've rejoined each other.
We have Daniel Jackson. We are running for the gate. We're going to dial quickly.
No.
Damn.
You tried.
Okay, I did. I tried. I thought it was going to be good. All right.
After
I was waiting
five-
for our listeners to go, what?
What
Short-term,
did I miss? Hang on. Did I miss an episode somewhere? No, you didn't. I'm sorry.
short-term
As
memory
a short
reinstall.
recap, after 5 days of separation, the team has split up with...
No note.
I
I'm
did
sorry.
too.
Go ahead.
There was a note. Was, keyword.
It was written.
where Captain Covington and Master Sergeant Red Calhoun were back on Earth resettling the native population.
Oh, that's you.
Really?
Okay.
You brought the
so
noisiest
start
bit
that,
back?
So start that again when Captain Covington and Red.
No, I'm going to wait for the crackling to stop.
Okay.
This can be cut out. Put it down.
Drop it.
Put it-
Drop it.
Down.
Good boy.
Yay! That still look good.
Okay, and
Don't.
cut back in.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
We rejoin the team where they have rejoined each other after 5 days on Earth. Captain Covington and Master Sergeant Calhoun have been working to resettle Red's wife, along with a number of families who have been escaping from Abydos, and the incipient return of ISIS, perhaps, maybe, something that they're worried about, but they've resettled them on Earth, which was made for an interesting briefing with General Hammond.
Amen to that.
Meanwhile, those 5 days were used by Dr. Richards and Dr. Meadows to go off and join the natives as they buried a honored priest over in the land of the dead, where they made numerous interesting discoveries and have a few things to follow up on.
Yes.
After nearly being stranded in the desert, the two fellows on the team managed to be found just as they were about to die horribly from dehydration.
Huzzah.
And we were stranded. Yeah. They stranded us. There ain't no maybe about it. Damn, somebody's going to die.
Having reunited, the team has made its way to the land of the dead in the second location, where the native guides have left them at the entrance of the valley, refusing to join them as they go in.
Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
We fear no mother.
And down there is
Down
where Daniel went.
Because we are the baddest
Mother from
motherfuckers
in
this
the valley.
Yeah.
As Covington and Calhoun continue to recover, not having very much time, but having good care,
Yay. We were a really good doctor.
Mm-hmm. Two of
they
them.
have made it further into the valley where, rounding a corner, they see a massive stone temple. We now rejoin our team.
That's impressive.
Ooh, pretty.
Beautiful.
I'm going to drink some water.
Are there any tracks heading in?
The ground is rocky. It's
Okay.
it's not really the kind of thing where you can spot tracks. It's not been disturbed that you can tell.
Especially since I'm not a tracker.
Yeah.
However, to describe the temple for our studio audience at home, please look up the Temple of Hatshepsut. You see a three-tiered temple that has numerous rampways leading up between each tier, up to the top where there is a long and wide colonnaded entry.
And this architecture isn't similar at all to the city we came from, I'm guessing. At all.
Not at all.
Figured.
Is it more similar to things we'd find on Earth in Egypt?
Very much so.
Okay.
Can we see any statues or anything protruding out exterior? Or...
Not from this distance.
Okay. So, sir, is that our location?
What's our distance from the temple right now?
You're about a mile away.
About a mile away. Yeah, that is. We're going to go about a half click, and then I'm going to need you to check the perimeter.
Understood.
So we're going to close that distance, and then I'm going to send Red out.
All right.
Do the ladies chime in at all? Anything you guys want to say or go over? Or?
Since it's rocky ground that doesn't really take a footprint or erode too quickly, are there any symbols drawn in the ground, like arrows or something that might have been left by a previous party?
No, nothing at all.
Okay.
Anything weird about the terrain? Can we see any... I'm worried about quicksand for some reason.
Sandworms.
Nothing in particular catches your eye, although it is absent of the glass that you've been encountering in several areas.
Okay.
It is just barren earth and rock.
Okay.
And by the way, I would like to take this opportunity to comment on a meme I saw on Facebook the other day where the subject of the meme was, given the conversations that I had as a child, I thought we would encounter quicksand a lot more than we do. And now we're in a perfect situation, sir, where you considered quicksand and I had not thought about it at all.
Right. Keep walking,
You're
Red.
good.
Keep going. You're good. Yep.
A little to the left.
Yeah, left. No.
So take the translator with you when you walk the perimeter then.
We'll do.
So, Red, the temple itself is nestled in the valley, which is surrounded on roughly U-shaped cliffs.
Okay.
So how are you going to approach this?
I would think staying on the perimeter and trying to gauge what I can see around the sides of the temple.
Skirt it from the side and serpentine.
How close?
How close? You're hilarious. It's how Brand does.
Old movie reference.
Josh hasn't seen it.
I hate you.
How
Poor
close are you
Josh.
going to get to the temple?
Half a click away.
All right, you close and you're readily visible to the rest of the party.
So you're just
So
so,
there-
he's up
Can
on
I
the U.
try?
He's like, hey,
I know. Am I just waving? Am I doing jumping jacks? Like, give me something.
Tell me.
Scott.
What are you doing? I mean, aside from getting half a click closer to the temple, and
Yeah. Is there any cover at all? Are there dunes? Can I be strategic, or is it just one big valley of sand and they can see you from anywhere you're coming from?
pretty much that?
Okay.
Hey.
Well then,
Can I take out my mirror and shine it at the back of his head?
If that's what you really want to do.
Okay, I have two questions to follow up to hers. Then.
Okay.
First question is, can he see it on the back of his head? I would imagine the answer is no. Second question,
I?
can I? Because if the rest of us can see it and he can't, that just makes it funnier.
all right.
And right now, my mood being almost deaded and drinking water slowly so as not to hurt myself, to rehydrate, I would think that would be worth the humor.
Okay, so this is what I will do then. Essentially, I'm going to crouch down. I'm going to get on the sand. I'm going to pull my gun out. I'm going to use the scope, and I'm going to see exactly what I can see. If there is no way to actually find cover, I'm at least going to use the scope that I have and see what I can see at all.
Ah, very good.
I got one.
Oh my God, you
You
did something
look through
smart.
the
So
scope.
I walk 30 feet away. I lie on the ground. I pull the gun out. I use the scope. This is my surveillance. Sorry, as you were saying.
You look through the scope. The rest of the valley pretty much is as you see it. But when you look at the temple at the upper tier, although the colonnades are very plain, you can see between them to the wall of the upper structure, and there are markings there.
Okay.
Oh, let me see.
This is something you've not seen anywhere else, not even at the temple where you come through the gate.
If they are by me or looking at me, which if you're shining something at my head, you probably are, I will wave to the ladies to come over.
You look to the left.
My eyes! Mother. Come here. And I'm waving for both of you guys to come
Go
over.
over.
Yeah.
I thought I was already with you.
No, we let
my
him go
heart,
ahead
in my
so
heart.
he could do surveillance.
Yeah, but Covington said to take the interpreter with him.
And obviously
Sure.
he didn't.
No, that's fine.
Clearly not.
I wandered
Way
off.
to follow directions, Red.
Hey, I wandered off. But anyway, I will motion
See,
for
you
you to
wander
come
off,
over.
and that's what gets you into trouble. That's what gets you married.
Especially in an open valley with only sand, where the contrast is, he's right there, even in the dark.
And Cat, he did wander off, but his wife will train him. She'll take care of that.
Yeah.
You know that thing you gave me? I would like to use it now, and I would like to put it in his backpack. No, I'm just kidding. You're going to find that funny when you find out what he gave me.
Okay.
But anyway,
I'm like, what did he give him? A sandworm?
Yeah, exactly. Worse than a sandworm. So I'll motion for Mo to come over, and I'll motion for her to crouch down. Ma'am, will you look through the scope? See markings. I want to see if you know what they are.
Okay.
And I
Reach over and take the rifle from you.
at the top of the structure, at one of the high walls in the structure, I'm seeing these different runes or different. I don't know what they are exactly. I thought you might.
I will have a look then.
Okay.
Egyptian hieroglyphics,
Like on Earth?
like on Earth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interessant.
You cannot make out what they are from this distance, but you can tell it's very traditional Egyptian.
Excellent. We need to get closer.
Okay. How much closer can we get without? You won't give me that. We're gonna go 100 yards closer.
All right.
We're gonna kneel down after that, and we're gonna look through the same scope and see if she can get a better
Just tell
view.
me we're not going to army crawl all that 100 yards, please.
No,
Okay, good. It's an open plain.
there's no cover. If there's people there, they see us coming.
Yeah.
Just like, no, we're just tourists. We're good.
Yeah, and getting sand in your
Tourists come
pants
through
would
here all
really
the time.
suck.
Sandy, but yeah.
Another 100 yards brings you to the base of the first rampart.
Okay.
If you don't take the ramp, you have no other avenues up.
Can we see from there, or do we have to go up to get a better viewing point?
I would say the ramps are probably at a 25, 30 degree angle,
Okay.
and the platforms are pretty substantial. So seeing the upper tier is kind of problematic. And then you've got the columns that are in between you and the wall.
Is there any way to
So-
back up and get a better vantage point without drawing too much attention?
No, you're visible.
Okay. We're going to back up and
you
try to
have
get a
no
better
cover.
vantage point. I don't want to get on the ramp yet. I want to see if we can back up and get a better vantage point on those runes with her.
Just
All
the
right.
closest we can get and still have a sight line to them.
Yes.
Really, it's not going to get any better until you're on the upper tier.
Understood. So we have radios, right? Or
It was on the list.
You do.
Do they
Awesome.
have fresh batteries?
So, all right.
Shut up your mouth. That's why I wrote down solar
Yeah.
powered.
So, takes the radio. Captain Covington, sir?
Copy.
Yes, sir. We'll actually have to go up the ramp to see these different runes or these hieroglyphs,
Hieroglyphs.
as Mo was saying. So,
Did you say hieroglyphs?
correct. Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Where?
Top tier, sir.
Top tier, sir.
On what?
Can she read them?
On the temple.
One of the top walls on the top level of the temple.
Send the doctor back.
Okay. 10-4.
Over.
Yeah. Doctor, Captain
Yeah, I
Covington would
heard
like
him.
you to come back.
I heard him. I'll go.
All right.
He knows I can't read him from back there, right?
We're just following orders, ma'am.
Now, you went with them, yes?
Nope.
Oh, then scratch that. I wanted her. I thought when she saw the rune that you
the
went
doctor,
over as
doctor.
well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doctor,
If you were still with me, then
still with
oh
you.
well, then scratch that. I don't say that last part.
Hold on. So I will ask, do you have a weapon on you?
I think I at least have the pistol that we were given, right?
Okay.
So that's it.
Now she's losing equipment too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ready your pistol. I have my gun out. I'll give you cover. Watch as you go back to
Okay.
Captain Covington.
No. If
You're not here.
Dr.
You
Meadows
can't say this.
Okay, no. What I'm saying is, if Dr. Meadows was with me, I don't say that last part into the radio
Okay.
because I thought Dr. Meadows went with you two.
No, it was just
Then never mind. Then I don't say send her back. Then I'm like, okay, you guys
Okay.
gonna go take a look at it? Go.
all right.
All right, cool.
Captain Covington, would you like to rendezvous at this point?
Negative. We're gonna wait here.
Would you like us to go up the ramp?
I would like you to go up the ramp. I would like you to check out the vantage point on the second level where you saw the hieroglyphs. If you are unable to see them from the vantage point of the first level, I want you to try to expedite getting to the second level without entering the structure.
Understood.
How about binoculars? Do they have any of those with them?
No, he wasn't smart enough to take this.
Actually, that's a lie.
Good.
And I pull out my field glasses. I'm like, I hope he has
I
his.
wasn't even paying attention to that. It says binoculars.
Maybe see if she can make them out with those,
Uh-huh.
or
Yeah,
would
that's a
the
good idea.
scope be better?
No.
They'll get him.
Okay.
Doctor, if you will follow behind me, crouch, and go as close as you can to the columns as we go up.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go up the ramp.
You ascend up the long ramp,
Right.
and you make it to the second level without any problem.
No. Okay.
The second level features a long wall that is the base tier of the third level. There's a long colonnaded portico leading off to either side,
Okay.
but it is featureless. There's no markings on the inner wall at the second level.
Interesting.
You can continue up the rampart to the third level, but it's hard to tell what this area was for. I mean, certainly it's long and it's very prominent, but is there an architectural feature here? Nothing you can tell. There's no markings. What it might have been used for, if anything, other than just supporting the next level up.
Above.
There's nothing to give it away.
Understood. Do we have a vantage point now to see the hieroglyphics above us?
They're about 20 feet up on the next level. So you could see part of them, but not, again, you've got another level of colonnades in between you and them. So you're only going to see,
Understood.
slits.
Doctor, we have to go up to the top level. If it gets hairy, stay behind me. Anything comes at us, shoot to kill. Aim for the head, aim for the heart.
I will do
Or
my
where
best.
do you think those things will be?
If they're humanoid, they might be in the same place.
Yeah. So
The
we'll
other
try.
doctor would know better than I.
Fair enough. Stay close to the columns as we go up, and we'll try to just get as close as we can.
Okay.
We continue up.
As you ascend and reach the top of the third ramp, the platform opens up before you.
Mm-hmm.
The columns stretch around an inner building with an open door that goes into the building before you. But along the face of those walls, there's numerous hieroglyphs, very prominent.
Ooh.
I think this is where I need dice, Cindy.
And
If I may.
And pray.
Oh, D10. Okay. What would I be adding to this? Languages?
Mm-hmm.
So 5 with a 1 modifier is a 6. Why did languages have to go on wisdom?
You can see numerous cartouches immediately.
Mm-hmm. Can I read the names in them?
Yes.
Any that I recognize?
Ra and Ptah.
Can I get any other context from the surrounding hieroglyphs?
Give me a roll.
7.
You're sensing that there's something going on with the cartouche for Ptah because it's mentioned in 2 different ways on several of the cartouches.
Okay.
You're not getting a sense of why, but that immediately jumps out at you. It's clearly the same essential name, but there's a modifier to it that you don't understand.
Well, there went my next question. How is this set up? Are they in sections of hieroglyphics?
4 sections.
Okay, and this is we'll say that I start on the leftmost section.
All right.
Is that where these are?
No, there's 4 different sections, each with its own section of hieroglyphs.
Okay.
2 sections to the left of the door, 2 to the right.
Okay, so starting on the far left, I'm just going to work my way along and see what I can figure out.
All right.
I'm going to look inside the room without going into the room. What do I see?
Give me a roll.
3.
All right, you're very perceptive. The thing that immediately jumps to mind, you can see that there's a stairwell going down, but interestingly, the blown dust and sand that exists on the upper tier still, fairly clear, but still there's the general air of an unkempt area.
Okay.
Does not extend inside the doorway.
Interesting. Use the binoculars to look in.
It's very clean.
Okay.
Kick some dust.
Anything around me? Rocks, anything like that?
No, not as such. There's, it's an architectural feature. You've got stone blocks, but there's no rocks as such.
No, understood. I wrote down, I brought a pencil. I have 3 pencils. That's awesome. I take a pencil and I chuck it inside.
All right. It goes inside.
Okay. Just seeing if there was a field or anything there. Okay. And then back to Cat.
Are you going to retrieve your
Mo.
pencil?
If we go in.
Nice.
Otherwise, he has 2 pencils.
Yeah. And I got to take it back home where I can get packs. I'm okay.
Please mark your inventory down to 2 pencils. Thank you. He did.
As I go
That's
along,
only
I'm
fair.
copying the hieroglyphics into my sketchbook
Very good.
for later perusal and translation. But as I go along the sections, which I've got 1 through 4 on here, is there anything I get besides Ra and Ta?
The first panel talks about Ra and Ptah. You can tell that much.
Mm-hmm.
The second one alludes to 2 different kinds of Ptah and something going on with Ra. The third panel discusses Ra and one of the Ptahs. And the last panel seems very familiar as far as discussing the general language that you see on any particular tomb in Egypt, where there's various, curses on anybody who disturbs the temple.
Okay.
That's us.
Well, right now it's you,
I did throw the pencil.
I was going to say pencil boy.
pencil thrower.
Just want to see if there's a field.
If it would have gone, I'd have been like, you
Nope.
get
It's a whole lot of nope.
points. Well, that just says that their level of pencil defense technology is horribly bad.
Horribly outdated.
That's fair. It would also tell me this is
Either
not where I
that or
parked my
the
lizard
field's
horse.
not on right now.
True.
Man, just poking holes. Just can't do anything right. Jeez. All right, moving on. Red.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm watching them with binoculars. Do I see them go up to the top?
Yes, you do.
What was in the room?
Sir, what I can see is that inside is totally clean and kempt as compared to the dust and everything outside.
Can you kick some sand in there?
I threw a pencil. Don't
Yeah.
judge me, sir, please.
I saw that.
Thank you. You did not.
Well, you threw something. I didn't know what it was.
10-4. No field or extraterrestrial technology that I could see. And then Mo is deciphering the hieroglyphics as we speak.
Good for her.
10-4.
Excellent. Then we'll wait for your report.
Understood. Over and out.
Any sign of other people?
Red,
Yes, sir.
one moment. And I hand you the radio.
Any sign of other people out there?
Nothing that I can see here. I need a roll to see if there's any footprints or anything else outside on the platform that we are on.
Outside on the platform, it's stone.
Okay. No footprints, no indentations,
No,
nothing like that.
it's fairly clear stone. I mean, it's not the kind of... It's unkempt, but it is essentially well carved and fairly flat. There's nothing that would really retain enough dust or sand or dirt that you'd notice footprints.
Doctor, no, it seems like there is no activity outside of this room, 10-4.
No blood splatter.
Yeah, I turn around and I want to see a different
You
vantage
keep
point.
hoping.
Right? I turn around and I want to see a different vantage point, seeing if there's any other hieroglyphics looking down from the top. Anything that I see going out on the other side of the columns, et cetera, et cetera.
Interesting question. No.
Damn it. I tried.
It was that
Howard,
glimmer
give
of
me a
hope.
roll,
Question.
please.
The first one said landing pad A. The second one said landing pad B.
10.
Sacrificial altar.
It's nice stone.
Ooh.
It's really nice stone.
Countertop
This
City.
is-
I love it. All right.
This is amazing stone.
Damn it. All right. Back to Dr. Mo.
Is there any other context or anything that I'm able to get aside from just names?
Yeah, we really should go. up
No,
there
I'm
with
afraid
them.
not. I'm not going to give you a second roll on that.
Okay.
You picked out what you picked out. You have a sense for comparing it to things that you've seen on Earth monuments. There are some things that correspond, some things that do not. The differentiation in the two names is very unusual, but that's all you've got.
Okay.
Come in, Red.
Yes, sir.
Is the area secure as it can get?
Seems so, sir. We're like sitting ducks here. If they can see, they know we're here.
We're coming to you.
Understood.
And we begin to move forward and up the ramp.
Help him out.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ride the pack animal, and she's going to, I don't know, we'll get up there.
Sexist.
All right.
So,
Doctor.
so any information, ma'am, that you were able to glean from that?
Just the names of Ra and Ta. Some curses. That should be fun. Yeah. Ta's mentioned two different ways, though, which is weird, but that might not mean anything to you. I don't know.
Is that
I've got it
is
copied
that
down,
another
so I
god?
Yes.
Okay. Good one? Bad one? Or It's-
Could it
Well,
be?
I mean, in the stories, most of them are good, and in the reality here, not necessarily. So I will withhold judgment on that.
Understood.
But I've got everything copied, so I can ponder it later.
Yeah. Looking into the room that there are stairs leading down, I can only ascertain
But we are on the top tier, so
how far it goes down, though. Who knows? Not just to the ground floor. It could go more than that. But
could. Yeah.
so, all right. Well, they're coming.
Adventures.
Yeah, we're waiting for them.
Okay.
All right. You make it up to the top tier without any difficulties.
Okay.
Now, wasn't there some sort of gleam from one of the top windows? Or
No, I think that was your
alcoves?
mirror.
on the back of my head. Made you look.
Yeah,
The
okay.
glare might have, from the top of the, might have.
No, it's very much sandstone.
Okay.
She did just try to fool him, right? Wasn't there a thing on the window? I was like, window? When did they get windows? This is going to be awesome. Okay. Tech Sergeant.
I've got some
Reconnoiter
questions
those
about those
stairs.
Master Sergeant.
I'm sorry. I keep saying Master. Tech
Just
Sergeant.
like
The
IT guy?
differences denote relationship
Master Sergeant, reconnoiter
Possibly.
those stairs.
Understood.
or power.
Potentially. I'm not entirely clear on what the different
Okay.
qualifiers are.
Okay.
Mo, what do the runes say? Or the hieroglyphs?
Well, they mentioned Ra, and they mentioned Ptah, who is another god, but they mentioned him in two different contexts
Uh-huh.
that I'm not 100% sure on the differences in those contexts yet. And then the last panel is curses, which should be fun.
Like,
The typical curses on Tomb Raiders, you know,
oh,
Save the best for last.
shorts that
as in, so
You
when
have
I
to dig
told
out of
him
your
to
butt
go
all the time
reconnoiter
and-
those stairs, then that could be a problem?
And Red
we'll
left.
find out.
Red left when the order was given, by the way, with his rifle drawn as he is crouching and slowly going into the room.
Great. Okay. Mo, why don't you go with Red so that he doesn't touch anything that is marked "Do Not Touch"?
Or
I couldn't
anything
read
at
it
all in
anyway.
general.
Sure.
Do not
We'll
touch
just,
an Egyptian.
it's easier, just don't touch anything, Red. No touchy. You don't need any more wives.
Wow.
The women coming out of this temple, I don't know if I need them in my life. You're fine.
Well, we are in
sir-
the land of the dead. I think there are laws against
So
that.
I'm waiting for Mo to look back and go, well, Captain, there was this
How about-
statue and Red touched
How
it
about
and
the
now they're
luminol
married.
light to look for
Red touched
blood?
the statue in a very inappropriate way.
Nothing.
It deserved it.
And now they're married.
All right. To be clear, you are going down the steps.
I am going to the top of the steps, and I am trying to get a better vantage point before I descend.
All right. You pass through the door.
Okay.
We're dead.
He's dead.
GNC.
It feels a little unusual as you step through for some
Okay.
reason. It's
woojie.
kind of like stepping through an air curtain for some reason. You
Okay.
don't feel anything physically, but it's that sensation of, okay, I've just passed through something that has felt different.
air conditioning. No. Okay. How far are they behind me?
Only a few feet.
All right, say, sir, definitely an odd sensation just walking through that door.
Come back out.
I halt, and I retrace my steps, keeping the same vantage point, just going back.
Same thing, going back through.
Okay.
But he's able to come out of the room.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Does he feel dirtier on the outside than the inside?
That's just his typical
No.
state. He
No.
always feels dirtier on the outside than the... What?
That's what the German herp's for. Sir, so walking through that doorway, I can't really explain it. Physically, I can't really explain it, but it's different. There's some sort of tech, some sort of wooge, something.
So am I able to walk around at this point? I'm doing better than I was earlier, or...
Well, you're doing at least as well as the guy you sent off to do recon.
Thanks.
Yeah? Okay, good. All right, well then, there it is.
Right,
Forgot the pencil. God damn it.
You did. You went in. You came out. No pencil.
I had
You're
a job-
losing equipment again.
I had a job to do.
We're gonna have a problem. So I'm gonna go over to the doorway
You had
and
one job.
put my hand through the.
All right.
Like, is this a palpable? Like I can. Ooh, here's the edge of it.
It's very subtle. But you
that's a
can,
yes.
Yes, that is a yes.
Okay. Is it a difference in temperature, or is it just? I mean, it's almost like a pressure thing, or I don't know.
Is it like being too close to an electrical current?
It's somewhat like a pressure thing. It's somewhat like
Electrostatic.
static discharge.
Like electrostatic cleaning, where you remove the dust with an electrostatic charge.
It's more like if you had a sense of static that just sort of made
Yeah,
the hairs on your hand.
That's the yeah.
A little bit like that. But it's also a sense of pressure. It's very subtle.
Okay, so the floor on the outside doesn't have sand and dust on it, correct? But I know I've got a seam in my clothing or something that I can get, 10, 8, 20 grains of sand. I mean, some sand in the clothing. I'm going to toss it into the barrier or the difference between the two. Does it stay on the outside of the room?
It stays on the outside of the stairs.
Interesting. Does it mess with our electronics at all?
You want to go through and check?
He's already been through.
Yeah.
But he didn't check.
True.
Agreed. Sir, can I
Yeah.
check to see if it's messing with our electronics?
Yes.
Okay. I will crouch, gun in hand, and start going forward and going through that barrier.
All right. You step through him.
Okay. Want to use the communicator or whatever, talking to Captain
The
Covington.
radio?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
It works just fine.
Okay. Seems good, sir.
Did you have any sensors with you or anything?
No, I think that was the only thing electronic I had on me, actually. Can I get spot checks in the room, inside the room?
Well, you're not in a room. You are at the landing at the top of the stairs going down.
Understood. Where's that pencil?
At your feet.
I take it.
All right.
Do I have to roll?
No, good. Do you want to?
Give me the pencil
Gravity
pickup
is
check.
suddenly amplified.
I put it in my pocket.
You can mark you got a third pencil now on your inventory.
Astute observation. Sir, we've come this far. Should we descend?
Yeah, go ahead and reconnoiter that.
Oh, me. Understood, sir.
I'm going to move in. Yeah, I'm going to bring you two in. We're all going into the room.
Okay.
We're going to hold the top of the stairs while he goes and checks the bottom.
Over and out. Glad I have
Have fun.
Glad I'm not worried about dying. crouching, gun in hand, going down the steps one at a time.
It'll be a clean death.
Trying to do the steps go straight down? Do they circle around? What kind of steps are
They
looking
go
at?
straight down. You do see a landing
Okay.
that is, at a guess from where you're standing, probably about 30 feet down.
Okay.
So it is below the top tier and probably about midway into the second tier.
I use my scope on my gun to see if I can, as Scott would say, reconnoiter. See what I can see.
Is it? I looked down the stairs too. Is it lit?
No.
So he's descending into the darkness.
Well, if that's the case, I'll pull out the flashlight that I have on my list. And
He's descending into the darkness, but you've got you're in full daylight.
Yeah.
It's
For now.
It's illuminated
Okay.
well enough that you're not going to.
I will switch out my rifle for a pistol, and in the other hand, I'll have a flashlight, both pointed down the stairs as I descend.
All right, the stairs proceed down. You do notice that there are markings on the walls, purely decorative. There are no cartouches.
know?
Pardon me.
How would he know if they were purely decorative?
It's a background of stars and
Okay.
blue
it could
paint.
be a map.
Well, but it's like bunting. It's not. It's like, oh yeah, that's.
It's like, look at that
Sorry.
valance. That's awesome.
Is that crown molding?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm just amazed Red knows the word valance.
Right?
Red doesn't. And he would make fun of you for even saying it.
Oh.
That has some kind of fancy French stuff.
Hate the French and their fries.
Freedom fry.
So, radio, Captain Covington, there are more symbols down here, and it looks like there are multiple landings leading down to at least the base of the pyramid. I'm sorry, temple.
All right.
10-4.
Well, 10-4, we're coming down.
Understood. I'll go to that first landing. I will wait for them. Yeah, I'm going to see what vantage point I can see from that landing and the next stairs going down if I see anything else.
From that landing,
Mm-hmm.
you see the stairs turn in a U shape. Next set of stairs going down, essentially the way you came.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really tell how far. It gets dark at that point because you don't have any direct illumination from the outside.
Understood. Okay. I will wait. I will hold position. I will wait for them as soon as they get close enough.
You arrive without any problems. Anything that you want to look at on the way down?
As we get on the stairs, I'll quickly copy the stars that are on the wall or whatever patterns are there.
It's fairly random.
Many things appear random at first.
She's going to fairly copy them down then. Excellent.
All right.
When we get down, I'm going to bust out 2 extra flashlights, hand one of them each, unless you have your own flashlights.
I've got mine.
Nice. Do you need a flashlight?
Don't remember what I have, so I'll take one.
There you go. And then while she's looking at the runes on this landing, Red, take your light, reconnoiter the next landing.
Understood, sir.
My understanding is Daniel Jackson is in this building somewhere, and I want to find him.
Also, blacklight the landing for blood.
Nothing.
Good catch, though.
You make it down another 30 feet,
Okay.
at which point the stairs stop and a hallway begins.
That's the only thing. There is just an opening that goes into a hallway.
That is the only thing. Only thing you can see.
Understood.
Goes into a long hallway.
Besides my flashlight, is there any other illumination down there at all?
None.
Okay. Flashlight looking down the hallway.
Does
Give
it
me a
look
roll.
like there are sconces?
Ooh, sconces. 4.
There might be a glimmer at the end of the hall.
Okay.
It's a blade coming for you.
Stop it.
Did you ever see that one movie where the thing came down the hall? Oh, no, I forgot. No, you haven't. Go ahead.
The labyrinth. Shut up. Captain Covington, sir, there seems like there's a gleam of something down a single hallway down here at the base of the stairs.
Are there any turns left, right?
No, it is straight. There's only this hallway. That is it.
That you can tell.
That I can tell.
Is it moving?
10-4.
Doors?
Is it moving or is it constant in one location?
The glimmer?
Yeah.
Constant.
Constant, sir. 10-4.
I look at Mo. Is she still copying?
Was there that much to copy? I'm just doing it
There's
quickly.
quite a bit.
Okay.
Okay. Red, go ahead and check it out and check back with me in 2 minutes.
Affirmative.
2 minutes should be good.
Yep. Flashlight, pistol in hand, going down the hallway.
You proceed about 20 feet at a guess down the hallway, where you immediately see it open out on both sides in a niche with figures in both sides.
Hallway gives way to a big opening. Is that what you're saying?
No, there's...
Like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here's the hallway.
Hallway.
Niche.
Okay.
Yeah, they're little carved
Figures.
alcoves.
Alcoves. Yes.
Figures.
Understood.
Zone.
And there are
Glintos.
there are figures in the alcoves.
Understood.
I can't comment on what to do right now.
Sir?
Standing there immediately,
Oh, sorry.
you're surprised, obviously.
Yes.
What do you do?
Don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. These are just alcoves, and I see figures within them. They are statues.
They're at your height. They're not moving.
Okay. I'm going to quietly and quickly get down and back out.
All right. Give me a roll.
Do you quietly and quickly get the hell out? 8.
You back out so quickly that you don't really take the time to examine what you're looking at. It's just natural reaction to withdraw. And you do. Not a
Understood.
problem.
I'll go back to the beginning of the hallway, or we'll wait for them to come down. Radio silence until they come down. I will turn the radio off until they get down the stairs.
Okay, 2 minutes has come and gone. Are you done copying or no? You don't have to be.
Am I done copying?
There's very much information on those walls, if it is information. The patterns appear to be random to you, but it's both sides of a 30-foot long wall.
Oh,
So,
wow.
No,
Okay.
you're not going to
Yeah.
really encapsulate this.
Okay,
You
2
can
minutes
get-
in.
Do it
what's-
in shorthand as quickly as I can.
No, you can take the time. Or
And Scott,
we take pictures of
Or
them.
the smarter of
Scott?
the doctors has indicated we can take photos of it.
I will back up to the base of the stairs, and I'll wait to see them. But
All right.
I will turn my radio off right now just to not make more noise.
All right.
I will come in, Red.
You'll get nothing, and I'm waiting for them to come down or see anything. If so, I will flash my flashlight at them.
Because that was going to be the next thing. Come in, Red. When I get 2 responses with nothing, I'm going to peer over the edge of the stairwell, and I'm going to 1-2 with the light.
I'll do the same in response.
I get a response.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So I'm going to take Dr. Meadows' suggestion and use flash photography because it's much quicker.
Yeah, true statement.
You see bright flashes of light from upstairs.
Understood. I will hold position.
All right.
That, roughly.
Oh, okay. We can make that quick. All right. I will draw my weapon and be at the ready to go down the stairs. I've just gotten twitchy.
Okay.
Ladies, what about you?
Pistol out, safety off, finger next to the trigger.
Let the guys go first.
Nice.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, I'm going to wait for them to finish taking their videography or the pictures that they need to take. And then I'm going to say, I want you 4 steps behind me, and we're going to go down and meet Red.
Okay.
I move at a brisk clip down the stairs to meet Red.
You join up.
Okay. And I will whisper, Captain.
I
Sir,
go slowly enough to be careful and not trip.
Captain, sir, down the hallway, it opens up into several alcoves with figures about my height in the alcoves. I'm not sure if they are.
To be clear, it's an alcove on either side of the hall, 1 figure in each.
Okay. Alcove on both sides of the hall, a figure in each. My height, I did not know if they were actual hostiles or if they were figures. I backed out before I could make that determination, sir.
All right, let's go down the hall then.
And they didn't follow you?
No.
Okay.
Didn't know if they saw me. Didn't know if they were real yet.
Is there anything on the walls?
Yes. That's all I got.
Writing on the walls?
Yes. More hieroglyphics. What was that?
So Doc, what's with the writing here? I mean, I'm not asking what it is. I'm like, why is it able to be here? I thought this stuff was outlawed. Like, what's special about this place?
This is a different language that's much closer to the hieroglyphics on Earth. So I'm guessing this predates the ban on writing.
Okay. All right. Red and I are going to take, a minute or two, and we're going to reconnoiter the first set of alcoves and see if we have issues. We're going to go from there.
Sir, we may want to throw a flare into the middle of the hallway and see what happens.
That's a good idea.
I'm good for one a day, sir.
Red, that is brilliant.
Your poor wife.
Okay.
But it's a good one.
I'm going to pull out my flare gun.
Doctor.
And I'm going to aim it at the far upper, like the top of the wall at the end of the hall. And I'm going to rip one down the hall. Just.
I will pull the rifle ready for anything that moves from inside.
That is genius, dude.
I got one. Now I'm screwed because this isn't the boss.
Hey.
You let it
One
go.
alcove.
Just happy what? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
It flies down to the end of the hall and bounces off what looks like a door, maybe about 60 feet away. It illuminates the entire corridor very well. You see approximately every 10 feet there is a niche to either side, but without going down the corridor, you can't really look into them yet.
Sure.
Yeah. Sir, can I take point?
Yes. Does anything poke its head out? Like, oh, what the heck? Where did that come from? Or when the light goes by, like, what was that?
No.
Okay. All right. He's got point. I'm going to be 3 yards behind on the opposite side of the hall, and I'm going to try to cover his flank.
Yeah. Rifle in one hand, flashlight in another, going down. I will illuminate.
Give me a roll, both of you.
And the flare is going to last for a little while, right?
Yes, it will.
9.
8.
You're both very preoccupied, so you're concentrating on the niches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you proceed down the corridor?
Yes.
All right. You reach the first niche on either side,
I'm going to flash the one on the left with my flashlight.
and you see the figure of a Jaffa standing there on both sides of you. And thank you for listening to
You suck.
Stargate SG10.
Again, that's what that feels like. And as always, you'll hear from us real soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening. And that's it tonight for us on the Gaming with Scott Presents Season 1 of Stargate SG10. You can always send us an email at gamingwscott@gmail.com or catch us on Twitter. Joshua Jackson is at ActionJack853 and me, Scott T, at GamingWScott. You can always find us on Facebook at facebook.com/GamingWScott. This is a Southgate Media production. Remember, we all represent Earth every time we venture out into the world and beyond. Be the example you want to see. And as always, you'll be hearing from us real soon.